Blessings and honor, glory and power be unto his holy name. I'm happy to meet you all in this video to tell God's love and share, of course, God's love to everyone. God has been gracious to each one of us. And today I'm going to speak upon a topic. Am I my brother's keeper? This is a question asked by Cain about Abel when God was asking, where is your brother? And if you happen to see the background of the story, in Genesis chapter 1, God creates heaven and earth and everything in it. And after that, we can see first day, second day, third day, fourth day, fifth day, sixth day. God was creating, forming, and making things set right in then and that place. On the seventh day, God rested and he called it Sabbath. On a Sabbath day, God called Adam and Eve and gave instruction that what they should do, what they should not do, and how their life should go on this planet Earth. We are happy to see a garden, to see a green pastures, but in the time of Adam and Eve, it was everywhere green. The buildings were not there, and the Garden of Eden was the first home, first shelter for our parents. It was a pleasant day, and everybody, including the angels, Adam and Eve, were very happy. They have no worries, no tears, no crying, nothing was happening. Days went on, days went on. God blessed Adam and Eve. God blessed Adam and Eve conceived, and she got a baby boy called Cain, Cain. And she again gave birth to another baby called Abel, Abel. Now you can see the first family, husband, wife, and two sons. The eldest son would take care of the flocks. The eldest son would take care of the vegetation. The youngest son would take care of the flocks. That means the eldest son was a farmer, the youngest son was a shepherd. Every time when Jesus would come on a Sabbath day to talk with Adam and Eve, he gave instruction to them how a sacrifice should be. And Adam and Eve were teaching their children, Cain and Abel, how a sacrifice should be. Cain, being the eldest son, was very much interested in gardening, planting, vegetation, and all those things. Abel was taking care of the sheep. In the same family, people do different occupation and they are happy about it. A day came that they set aside an offering on a Sabbath day. Do you go to church? Do you plan for an offering? And you carry that offering to the church? And if God blesses, how much you are happy about it? And if God acknowledges, how much you are happy about it? And if God does not acknowledge, how sad are you? Do you repent or you get angry? What is anger? Anger is something that you punish yourself for somebody's mistake, or you punish yourself for your own mistake. Cain and Abel, on that day, on a Sabbath day, they brought the offering to the Lord. Cain knew what he should do. Abel also knew what he should do. Cain brought vegetables. Abel brought sheep. In the plan of salvation, when Adam and Eve sinned, it was God's instruction that there should be shedding of blood, and there is no remission for sin without shedding of blood. So Abel comes with that idea that he wanted to sacrifice that sheep to the Lord. Cain, knowing everything, he wanted to show his handiwork to the Lord. When you see from the outside, Abel brought the offering, Cain also brought the offering. Abel went to church, Cain also went to church. They worshipped the Creator God. Everything was right. But God judges people according to their instruction. Word of God says, obedience is better than sacrifice. Sometimes we learn more, we get to know more, and we become more wiser, and we get to a stand that we would teach to God. Lord, what you say is right. But let me tell you something. We can also think the other way, thinking on the other way. Have you ever wondered life equal to a single ended stick? God looks for complete obedience, but man creates ethics. We say, according to the situation, I did this. According to the situation, I did this. Imagine we are in the 21st century. You have your brother, you have your sister. Both are from the same family, both are from the same parents. But do you have differences? One person obeys God completely, another person wanted to do according to his own thinking and his own worldview. Many times we also do the same thing in our families. The husband does according to his opinion, the wife does according to her opinion, and things are different according to their own way. But God sees from his glasses of obedience. We do not know what happens tomorrow, but God sees from today what will happen many, many years in the future. So when God says something, it is better to obey. The offering was offered, and God accepted the offering of Abel. He rejected the offering of Cain. When this thing happens in our lives, what we should do? Cain was angry upon Abel. Two persons go to the church and pray. God blesses somebody, accepts somebody. God rejects somebody, throws away somebody. It doesn't mean that he doesn't like that. He wants to teach us something. Many times we also see that I know this brother, I know him, we were classmates from the hostel, we were studying together from the kindergarten, primary, and high school and high secondary. We were college mates, we know each other, and now you see he becomes my boss. We also should think God uses everyone in their own perspective, in their own things. God blesses somebody. God blesses somebody according to their obedience. God doesn't curse somebody. He withholds the blessing and he wants to teach a lesson. am I my brother's keeper? Cain was not happy about God's decision, and he wanted to have that revenge upon his own brother. Just imagine they both are sleeping in the same cot, same home, but Cain was thinking, I'm going to kill my brother. Just imagine husband and wife are in the same home. We read in the newspaper, suddenly husband kills the wife, kills the children, or wives run away from the husband. How can this can be possible in a family? In those days, the corruption was less, crime was less. But this is the first information record, FIR in the Bible. God records that FIR and he calls Cain. Cain, what did you do to your brother? Cain was contemplating that I'm going to do something for this brother. Sometimes when God blesses our brother, sometimes God answers our brother and he doesn't answer our prayer. We should kneel down and pray to God, Lord, what should I do? Instead, we do another way. We get angry with our brother and we don't get time to pray. We are angry upon the brother and we are finding time to kill him. We are finding ways and means to find faults upon him. Today, I want to encourage each one. When you get angry upon your brother, pray to the Lord, Lord, this is my blood, this is my flesh. I should not get that feeling. One fine day, Cain was thinking, how can I take revenge? So Cain invites Abel, come, let's go to a walk. Come, let's go and talk something. You are a leader, somebody calls for you for dinner, be very careful because they may have an Esther psychology. They want something from you, so they will look for what this person likes most. Maybe fish curry, mutton curry, or chicken, or is a vegetarian, or dal fry, or something like that. They will feed you and they want to input their hard disk in your mind and they want to have the things done. And if you eat and if you don't do it, you'll be in problem. So when somebody comes and asks you for a dinner, come, you are a big leader, come and eat with us. Be very careful. Across the table, when somebody talks while you are eating, be very careful what you speak to them because most of the decisions were pushed upon you. You have to agree for it. That is world today. Cain takes Abel. They're going for a walk. Cain was thinking, next time when I go for offering, for sure God will not accept my offering. And it will be more provoking to me. I should put an end to this. And there is no other go. God should also agree my offering. Cain got angry and he slew Abel. Sometimes when we expect something and we don't get it, we go to an extent of killing somebody. This person got the allowance on this time, but I am asking it now, he is not giving me. I know this person from the childhood. I know their father and mother, and now they are doing this way. Do we compare ourselves with others? Cain killed Abel, the first information record. Dear friends, I do not know who you are, and from where you are watching this video. You are from the same family. You are giving much importance for your prestige, your possessions, and what you do. And in God's sight, God blesses your brother more. He answers the prayer of your brother and he delays your prayer. Do not get angry upon your brother. He is innocent. God blesses each one according to their obedience. And here, Abel's blood was crying. Heaven heard the voice, and heaven, Lord, was asking, calling Cain, "Where is your brother?" And Cain replies, "Am I my brother's keeper?" Cain was also created in the image of God. Abel was also created in the image of God. Today, as you listen, whoever in this family, everybody is created in the image of God and everybody is equally important. When God gives much wisdom to one person in the family and he withholds that wisdom for the next person, do not compare and get angry and go to an extent of killing the person. I want to narrate an incident I read. A village officer was very happy on that day because it was the birthday of the village officer's wife. So that day they were thinking what they can do and how to celebrate. He was asking the wife, "What do you want?" And she was asking, we are in the village, we have lot of grain stored up. Every time we have this problem called rat problem. Can you find some device that you go to a market and buy that one? And we want to fix this rat and we will kill that rat because we cannot have a pleasant sleep. It goes around and runs around, makes noise, and it is coming into our bedroom and everything. So the village officer said, "I will do that." Goes to the market and buys, and it was on the table. It was on the table. He wanted to give a surprise to the wife. It's time for dinner. He opens the gift. Every time this rat, mouse, would look on the table what the master is eating, and whatever is left out, this rat would go and eat. This time, the rat was seeing a bigger parcel, very happy about that. And the rat was saying, "My master has brought something, and after they eat, and they will throw that one in the kitchen, I will go and feed. Today is going to be a feast day for me." And as he unwraps the gift, it was a surprise to the rat. It was a smallest device to catch rat and kill. The rat was very sad. The rat saw, "My master is going to kill me." The rat goes to the backyard and he sees a cock and he says, "Cock, my friend, you know what happens? This is what my master is planning. Why don't you come and help me?" The cock said, "No, that is a rat device. If he buys, that is for you. It is not my problem. Am I my brother's keeper? It is your problem. You go ahead." The rat was very sad and goes to the farm, sees a goat. And the rat said, "Brother, elder brother, our master is planning to kill me. He has a rat device at home, and this is what happening. Why don't you come and help me? The rat device is for rats. I cannot go and get caught in that box. It is very little. That is not my problem. Am I my brother's keeper? That is your problem. You take care." Days went on. The rat was very sad. Every day the rat would pray, Lord, lead us not into temptation. I should not go and eat that coconut, fried coconut. If I go eat, I would get caught and I will be in problem. The rat was praying, praying, praying. Days went on. Suddenly, something happened on a day. The master, as usual, kept something on the trap. They both went for sleep. Middle of the night, there was a noise, and the master's wife ran, and she was very happy. This mouse, this rat, mice is caught. I'm going to kill it, and we are going to enjoy our pleasant sleep from today onwards. She runs before she could switch on the light. She goes to that, and there was another sound coming. The wife was screaming. The wife was screaming. The husband ran and he was seeing what is happening there. The wife was bleeding with two teeth on her hand. He came to know that this is a snake bite. He tied it very fast and called for help, and they want to do the first aid. The wife was hospitalized in that primary health center in that small village. People came to know that the master's wife was bitten by a snake. The goat was in the house watching everything. The cock was in the house watching everything. The rat also was watching. They are feeling very bad. This master's wife was feeding us. Now she is sick. After many days of hospitalization, the doctor discharged and she is coming home. And the master made a big feast and he said, everyone, you know, my wife is recovered. This person, the village officer from a poor family, has relatives from different parts of that villages. So the relatives came to know that the master's wife is recovering. They came, they stayed, and the relatives were seeing sorry for it. They said, you see, the wife was very sick, hospitalized, many days passed, and she is very thin and lean. And I would suggest a better way to have is provide her, provide her chicken soup. And this message went to the home, went to the rat, went to the cock, went to the goat. Now it is time for chicken. The cock goes and tells to the elder brother goat, you know, our master is planning to have a chicken soup and they are going to kill me. The goat said, am I my brother's keeper? This is not my problem. They are going to have chicken soup. You are going to die. Many days passed. Another family comes there and they say, you see, now your wife is healthy. You have to give treat for the whole village, at least for the bigger family. And we want mutton curry. Now it's time for the goat. The goat goes and he was asking for help. My master is going to kill me. I'm going to be made as biryani. Day came, the goat was killed, and they made a feast out of it. The moral of the story is when the rat had a problem, it went to the cock, went to the goat. Both of them said, the rat trap is not for us, it is for you. This is not my problem, this is your problem. And day came, the master came, and he was seeing that rat trap. He said, "This is because of this rat trap. My wife was bitten by the snake," and he threw it away. The rat was saved. Dear brothers and sisters, wherever you are and what time you are watching on this video, I want to encourage, when somebody comes for help, do not say, "This is not my problem, this is not my thing." Abel would have pleaded Cain when he was about to slew him. "Brother, please leave me." Cain was little angry and more angry to kill his brother because his offering was not accepted. Abel's was accepted. Today in the family, if somebody comes and says something, do not get angry. Do not have charges upon them. If somebody asks you, say, "I am my brother's keeper. I know where my brother is. I know where my husband is. I know where my wife is. Both are from the same blood, same flesh." Unity is better and a greater strength. Obedience is better than sacrifice. Today, friends, I want to encourage everyone. When somebody comes for help, when somebody has a problem, you know what to be done. Do not deny and do not tell lie. "Am I my brother's keeper?" If you were asked today, say to the Lord, "You are your brother's keeper." Shall we have prayer? Gracious God, mighty Father, today we ask your blessings upon the brother who is getting angry upon his own brother, his own blood, his own flesh. Both of them are in the same home, but they are not happy for the other person. One person thinks one way, another person thinks the other way. Gracious God, we know you are seeing from heaven above and you judge each one according to their motives. Today, I want to pray for the peace in the family, Lord. When somebody is asking, "Where is your brother?" help us not to say this word, "Am I my brother's keeper?" Help us always to say, "I am my brother's keeper." Let there be love, joy, peace, and long suffering between brothers. Bless all the brothers in the world. Bless all the brothers who are watching this video. Give them bright future and answer all their prayers according to your will. For we pray in Jesus' name. Amen.